how to increase placement of your college or how to help your students to get a high paying job. Now this is a part 2 video. Part 1 video was already released a week before. If you have not yet watched that video, I have given you the link in the description. Please go and watch that video. And before I proceed further, I would like to thank each and everyone for giving so much of love to the part 1 video. I have seen many of my students have forwarded that video to the professors and have got a WhatsApp messages from the professors sharing a message that some of the strategies were very unique and very eye-opening to the professors also. Like I have got some message from the professors saying that about the soft skills training, they used to hire the third-party trainers. The third-party trainers used to come and give them some theoretical knowledge to the students, which was actually not working for the students. Now I have spoken about the curricular enhancement. There are many training institutes who hire third-party trainers to train the students on latest technology, but when those training institutes people are coming to the colleges, they are teaching the basic stuff and basic projects to the students. Students are thinking they have learned about latest technology, but actually by learning about those technologies, they are not able to get a high paying job. So thank you so much for that love and appreciation. And as promised, if I receive a lot of requests to make the part 2 of the video, so here I am making the part 2 of the video because of your people's demand. Now what next can we do? The fourth thing what we can do is faculty enhancement, is faculty training, right? With due respect to all the professors and the teachers, people say that doctors are into the noble profession, but according to me, teachers are into the most noble profession. Because of a teacher, a person is able to become an engineer, doctor, or an entrepreneur. But at the end of the day, we end up cribbing and complaining about the professors, which we should not. But again, it's the responsibility of some of the professors also to be updated. What do I mean by that? Let me explain with the example. I visited to one of the engineering colleges in Bangalore. When I have went to that engineering colleges of Bangalore, I have noticed that engineering colleges have a separate branch for artificial intelligence and machine learning. When I was going through the curriculum, subjects and syllabus of that college, I have noticed that still in August 2023, they are teaching the students about old libraries. They are teaching the students old way of making the projects. Like there's a very famous project in machine learning, object detection, face recognition. I have seen that they have included content like first the students have to learn about the libraries, they have to learn about the programming languages, they have to do entire thing, and by the end of that they will be able to make that projects which will actually consume that 2 to 3 months of that time. And here comes the necessity of educating the professors, because if you're aware about it, after the launch of ChatGPT, there have multiple AI tools have came in the market, and there is one such AI tool with which you can directly get the API, and by just taking the API, the projects which used to take 2 months, 3 months or 4 months, those projects can be done within 5 to 10 minutes. So imagine if the professors are not educated, if the professors are not updated, the students will end up wasting that 3 to 5 months in learning something which actually can be done in 5 to 10 minutes. Again, now why the professors has to be educated? Now many professors are aware about applicant tracking system, but many of them are not aware about AI ATS. Like I said, after the launch of ChatGPT, now every software application is getting integrated with artificial intelligence. So basically previously what used to happen, if you are applying for a particular company, if your ATS score is not more than 70%, that ATS software we used to just reject your profile. But now if your ATS score is less than 20 or 30%, that AI ATS software not only reject your profile, but it also blacklist your profile. So a professor can educate all these things to the students only if a professor himself or herself know about these things. That's why educating the professor become the most important thing. And that's why whenever I do faculty development program for the professors, I make sure I cover all these topics so that the professors themselves can be educated and they can be informed to inform the students what exactly is right for them and what exactly will not work for them. Now the fifth point is global exposure. See, understand, see, in an average the interviewer have only 7 seconds to go through your profile. Now in that 7 seconds, if your student's profile or if your profile is not able to make an impression in front of the interviewer, you are going to get rejected or you are going to get ignored, and because of which your chances of getting a high paying job is also going to be decreased. So what exactly we need to do? Let's say for example there are few colleges which are collaborated with us and we are collaborated with Abhyuday IIT Bombay. So because of what is happening, if a student who is collaborated with us, if their students are learning from us, they are not learning about industry oriented projects, which is of course very important, but apart from that they are getting a collaborated certificate from Abhyuday IIT Bombay for whatever courses they have completed. And because of this, when the students are making the headline, they are using Abhyuday IIT Bombay as their first keyword, and because of this the brand recall value becomes more. So the chances of your resume getting ignored by the industry people or by the recruiter become very, very less as compared to the industry stats. Now the sixth point is alumni engagement. What do I mean by that? Let's try to understand. Now, if you are running a particular college, that is for sure in the past few years, some of your students might have got placed in some of the companies. Some of might have got a placement, some of might have reached to the higher positions, or some of your students might have become entrepreneurs. So in that case, what you have to do as a professor of a TPO, you have to make a list of all the people who are doing well in their professional life. So you have to connect with them, you have to collaborate with them, and you have to ask them to come to your college and engage with the students and guide the students what exactly happening in the industries, because they are the most updated people, because they are actually living and breathing in the industry right now. So basically what happened, my engineering college have invited me to the college to give a guest lecture. So when I went to the college, I have trained the students on artificial intelligence and machine learning, and after the training, many of the students reached out to me and they got connected to me on Instagram, on LinkedIn. So when they got connected to me on Instagram and LinkedIn, so in the training I have shared the students the strategies that whatever projects you are making, make sure it is a industry oriented projects, make sure you do a exposure of your projects on your LinkedIn, Instagram and Facebook. So those students started doing the exposure of their projects on LinkedIn, Instagram and Facebook. And of course I am not working in any industry, I am an entrepreneur itself, but many of my friends who are working in industries, who are at the HR level, who are at the talent acquisition management level, so we have a common group. So in the common groups, they keep on posting the requirements, right, for the referral programs. And as you might be knowing that many employees get a referrals, right? If someone joins the company with the help of that referral, they get some paid also. And because of that, many employees keep on posting about the referrals, keep on informing us about the referrals. What happened because of that, once one of my friend who was working in a multinational company, they needed a IoT engineers, and in my LinkedIn group from my college, my juniors, when I have went to my college to give a talk, they have also got connected to me on LinkedIn, and they have followed the same strategy what I have explained them. Means whenever they used to make the project, they used to post them on LinkedIn. So I had a recall about those kind of students. What I have done, I have connected those students who used to make industry oriented projects to those people who had a requirement of people who have a knowledge of industry oriented projects. So see what happened, because of this the students got connected with the recruiter. It's a win-win situation for the student also, it's a win-win situation for the recruiter also, and that's the reason alumni engagement becomes the most important parts from a student's point of view. So start figuring out which are the alumni who are doing well in their professional life, start inviting them to give the talks in your college, to engage with the students, to tell the students what exactly happening in the industries. Because of this the students will get collaboration, and which will eventually help and benefit the students also. Let's say for example, if you invite 100 alumni to your college, and if those 100 alumni are able to place only 20 or 30 students also from your college, then also your placement ratio is going to be increased. So following these small strategies, you can definitely increase the placement ratio of your college. And yes, this is not the end. If you want me to create a part 3 video of it, you can definitely let me know, and I'll be really happy to create the part 3 video of this series as well. And if you have liked this video, please share this video with your professors, and if you are a professor, please share this video with your students so that they can come to know what exactly they need to do to get a high paying job in today's competitive world. And for such more videos, you can subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.